20 miles west of downtown Dallas. One of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line, and the drive continues. First down. They'll try and run the option left. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Dallas first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Mingo, the man in motion. Running is Vaughn. Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll go down, back at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
It was 3rd and 16, and they got 17, and a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Now 1st carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. At their own 47-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run here with Vaughn. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's Vaughn. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 18. That pickup, good for 29 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On a short throw, caught by Ferguson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. This one caught at the 4.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now Vaughn. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. Let's see what happens on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he's in. Deuce Vaughn. Touchdown, Dallas. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Damone Clark there to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Jackson now. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate. Work with your quarterback. Go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Now a 3rd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go again with Mitchell. And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Second down, Jackson. To the tight end Likely. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Third and short, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Carry here for Vaughn. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. They face second down and 7. They'll stick with him again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Dak going to throw it here on first down. He's got it inside the 5. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28. They'll throw again. Dak. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to...
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys move out in front by the score of 17-3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll come up here, first and 10. Jackson looking to throw. going for it all. That's hard. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and through. And the Ravens are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the goal line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. This one deep downfield for Mingo. That is brought in. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Catch is made. That's Mingo. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always...
And he's in! Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys move out to a 24-10 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here's Jordan Stout now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is hot! And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Up the sideline at the 35. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Cowboys.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Back to the ground after the penalty. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He needed 13 and got 14 for the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Second down, Prescott. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Mingo, the man in motion. On third down, Prescott.
Bro, Dak, what kind of throw was that?
Incomplete.
We're going to talk about
He was
luck.
trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down. Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Third and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. From the pistol, Vaughn. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Second down and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass pulled in by Vaughn. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
To the left side, caught by Lamb. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Play action now. Prescott. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. pistol. Jackson ready. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pistol formation with Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass rush.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. Now it is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll run.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
The offense staying put. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try the option here. And he pitches it.
Little ass.
Not gonna get there.
Good stand, bro.
They stopped them at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on.
Big opening up the middle. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 98 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Running is Vaughn, and he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
This one, deep downfield for Mingo. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. Throwing is Prescott. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. He fumbled the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On first and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Baltimore.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Smart choice here by the quarterback. He's trying to extend the play outside the pocket, but this was really nice coverage. A lot of eyes on the quarterback. It looked like there was multiple guys anticipating a chance for a pick, but throws the ball away and lives for another snap.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They'll run here. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down. In motion comes Andrews. A first down throw for Jackson.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Prescott now. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. They'll drop to throw. Catch is made. That's Mingo. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. And we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll run here with Vaughn, and he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. And they are all over that on defense. Good search, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now Dak on fourth down. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0, and barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. This is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now, Jackson. That one underneath to Mitchell. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
He's going to let this one go deep. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he finds a little bit of space.
Good game, really.
Forward for a gain of 4. So it's a win for the Cowboys.